Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to go over a 2022 Lexus IS 500. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Lexus here in Murray for giving me some time with this IS 500. Check out the inventory in the description down below. And quick disclaimer, the car just got off the transport truck, so it's not like cleaned off or anything yet. So yeah, just understand that. Let's get into it. Starting over here with the IS 500, let's quickly go over the engine. So we have a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8, goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's good for 472 horsepower and then 395 pound-feet of torque. And again, sorry, this just came off the truck, so it's not perfectly cleaned off. But as you guys can see, it has the lights that are from the new IS, which look absolutely fantastic. It has this nice aggressive look. And then look at the venting here, just down below. And then you guys can see here with the front grille as well, just how aggressive that all looks with the Lexus logo and then the camera just above the logo. But this is actually pretty much what like a regular IS looks like. So you guys can see that one's an F Sport 350, I believe. But you can see the front end. There isn't really too much of a difference with the front end appearance. And so this is kind of a little bit of like a sleeper in a sense. And you guys can see the really sharp body lines here on the hood. And then I love the finish on the wheels. They go for like a satin finish with the wheels, which looks really cool if you ask me. And then you guys can see the Lexus brake caliper right there, and then we have our F Sport badge here that's blacked out on the side, and then you guys can see the two-tone mirrors, which are actually the same as what you get on the LC 500, funny enough, but this one has the camera on it, which is a little bit different. And then you guys can see body painted door handles, all that, and I love this color you guys can see in the sunlight here. And we'll go over the window sticker in a little bit, and you guys can see the rear tire and wheel set up here on the back, and then look how it's blacked out here off to the side. And then we have the new IS, you know, light bar here in the back, and then we have this little kind of like low profile spoiler, and then you have these not so subtle IS 500 badge. But I mean, that's really the only way you can tell this is an IS 500, other than the double stacked exhaust tips, which are super aggressive, and then the diffuser is pretty aggressive, but also it's looks like the same diffuser on the IS 350, so they didn't really change much from that perspective. So again, it's definitely like it's a sleeper, which I think is kind of cool, because you could be driving down the road and someone could be driving one of these and they're like, you know what, I'm just as fast as you. And then you punch it in this thing and it just will, you know, take them to Gapplebee's. But anyways, you can see here at the interior, interesting, they actually have like wood trim there at the top of the steering wheel. Really nice leather with that whole setup. And then it looks like we've got Alcantara there on the center console. And then you guys can see with the perforated leather here for the, or actually, sorry, perforated Alcantara rather for the center of the seats and the leather bolstering on them. And then you can see the new infotainment system that comes with the IS and all that. So yeah, definitely a nice interior for this type of car. And then you guys can see here with the whole sunroof setup right there, just has a regular sunroof, not a panoramic or anything like that. And yeah, overall, really good looking car, I will say that. And then looking at those body lines there on the hood, it looks like those are different than what you get on the regular IS. So the hood is definitely different. So that's another way you can tell that it's a 500. And then we can pop over here to the window sticker so you guys can see all the stuff that comes with this. And from a standard equipment perspective, notice that they haven't added anything to this particular one. So you can see total MSRP $68,790, which makes this look like a absolute bargain, because this LC 500 right next to it is over $100,000. And you guys can see there, obviously there's some key differences, right? 2-door versus 4-door, all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, right, there's a pretty big price difference, and you have the same engine that has the 10-speed, which is quicker shifting and everything. The 8-speed is great in this car. I'm not saying it's not a great transmission, but yeah, I mean, the IS 500 is looking like a bargain. But yeah, there you go.